Hello my beautiful friends. In today's video, I am going to give you a detailed review of this guide. This is Rocketbook's new design. It's called Everyday Planner, and I have the rest of them here just to show you what a Rocketbook addict I am. I have all of these. Previously, this is their mini one, and then I have Rocketbook, just the regular notebook, Fusion, Panda, Rocketbook Fusion large one. This is A4, and this is the A5 size, and also have a Panda book larger one. So these two are exactly the same. If you are interested in any of these, I will be happy to do review for you. But today's the main notebook I will be showing you is really this Rocketbook Everyday Planner. And the reason I have this Panda here to have some kind of comparison to show you the reason that since I have Panda, why I still go ahead to buy an everyday planner. I think this is quite will be something. I mean, for me, it was something that I was try to reason prior to the purchase, but eventually I still purchased this one. I think these two do have some dramatic differences. I will say, instead of going into too much details of the Panda, I think I did give some review of the Panda previously. I will link that video down below. I will say the main issue about Panda is actually it has way too much structure. That's I think the problem with Panda. It has all these wordings, right? All these instructions telling you what to do, and all these very structured goal making process, which actually limits the amount of the pages that you can write things on. And as you can see, it's the weekly overview. Has a lot of these prompts for you to fill in, and a lot of time I feel these space is really something I don't bother to fill in, because I think the main feature of all these Rocketbook is that they are erasable. The reason I use these are not for archive. I have my passion planner for archive purpose, memory keeping archive purpose. This one is mainly for planning, and I want to have enough space, but at the same time I would like to have some structure. So these are the weekly view of the Panda, and I want to find something. Daily. Okay, here's the empty daily view of Panda. Again, it has pretty good a lot of structure, as I mentioned, very structured. I'm going to give you a reference to the new design. A lot of structured, but which is nice, and I will still keep my Panda book. And I figure I would use it sometimes later. I will still keep, but which, because of all these details instructions, which leave the empty pages at the end, you only get like 2 or 3 empty pages at the end, and I feel that's kind of a limit for my purpose. So let's take a look. The new edition, new design of Rocketbook. It's called Everyday Planner. This one gives you a lot of freedom. I think it's an improvement. I think I probably would use this much more than the Panda. I've been using Panda for daily planning. To me, daily planning is really something that go messy, right? I want it to be as messy as possible for my planning purpose, because when you plan, you change things all over the places, right? So you should have that possibility of doing so. So let's take a look at Panda. I think the page-wise, no, Panda, the everyday book, page-wise, they're pretty much the same amount of pages you have. And these Rocketbook are very portable. They're very slim, very durable. I I apparently I must like the design and portability. That's how I got like so many of them anyway. Okay, let's come back to this one. So when you open it up, by the way, if you're not very familiar, like you have question about exactly how Rocketbook work, there are a lot of videos telling you how to use these codes, that you can scan them and save them, blah 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 blah, which is not the focus of this video. This video solely I want to dedicate to this new planner that they came up with, the Everyday Planner. So this is the front page here. It gives you some space for you to do your vision planning, which is, I think it's very nice, vision and motivation. And then it break up to different areas: your career, financial, health, relationship, social, or personal. I think this is crucial in terms of goal planning, is that you should keep repeating. You should write your goals as many times as possible to remind you of all the goals that you have. And I think that's the same concept we see in the Cultivate What Matters, the power sheet, which is, I think, their main underlying mechanism is the reason it works is because it reminds you constantly, right, nagging you, like, do your monthly goal review, your quarterly goal review, weekly, blah blah. So the key is really write them down as many times as possible. Anyway, so that's the first page. So you have your clear goal right here in front. Then you have this very nicely 12-month calendar here. So this page is from January to June, and then you have July to December. You have actually daily entry. If you want, you can do some daily recording here, such as you can do your weight, steps, whatever highlight of the day, that kind of thing. And I probably won't use this because, as I mentioned, this is mainly for planning purpose. I will use something similar to this in my, or do something similar to this either in my Hobonichi weeks, or yeah, I think Hobonichi weeks probably better. Anyway, so I skip those pages, and then you have 3 months of monthly calendar. So here I just wrote it in of my March, okay, April and May. And I like this I like to have something like this to use as monthly. Is because I do, like, for my side job, that I have to enter my schedule way in advance. So I use this. I think I use actually for that function in my let me see. I can show you. I'm gonna see. I'll show you some page that I have if it's not too messy for you. Let me see. Okay. See, like this, I do really messy planning, so that I can, sketch out on a big picture view of my month, how my month looks like, and I put in my working time, things like that. And then these time would probably need to be changed, and I can just either erase or wipe with a damp cloth. And then, and I don't want to do that kind of messy planning on paper version, because then it would involve too many corrections, things like that. So I think this is absolutely perfect for messy planning. It's fantastic for messy planning. Okay, so you have 3 months of monthly, and then you move directly to weekly. And you can see the weekly presentation here is much streamlined, right? It's much simpler, than the Panda version. See, the Panda version is like this, and here Everyday Planner is like this. So you have plenty of space to write, and that you don't have to worry about other those prompts. A lot of times I feel sometimes these prompts are really redundant and kind of a bit annoying. For planning purpose, this is perfect, right? So you have, this is first week, second week, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of weekly. Plenty enough, I think. Usually I plan just a week, the most will be 2 weeks in advance when I do my planning. So 6 weeks of weekly, that is more than enough for me to use. And then instead of daily, you have these checklist pages. Again, plenty of space, so much more space to write than the original, the Panda one. And this one, you have checklist, checkbox here, and you can make notes. And the space is very wide in between the lines. Okay, so how many checklist page? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pages checklist. Then you have these lined note pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 lined pages, and then dot pages. You have, if you're used to the bullet journal kind of thing. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dot pages. So plenty of pages for note taking. Meanwhile, you still have the structured weekly, monthly, yearly to reference to. So I think this is, and plus the goal session. So I think this is a great improvement. Even though I have my Panda to use, but I feel this one is a better designed, I think, for messy planning. So I am glad I purchased this one, and I will stay with this one for a while. Before I end this video, I also just want to show you the difference between that one and Fusion. Fusion is another version of the planner, like the notebooks, Rocketbook company. They have, this is much earlier, I think probably the same time as Panda. Anyway, this one is I mean, it's kind of in between. Well, let me just show you. So this one, the Fusion, the first page will give you project, right? Project, task, due, and estimate time, and checklist, checkpoint. And then gives you these weekly for only 2 weeks. And then monthly, you only get 6 weeks of monthly. And then the rest would be some structured notes. Couple pages of talking about objects and key result action plan. Reflection is more like project planning, and then the rest will be notes on dots note page and lined note page. And this one is very good for note taking, but planner wise it's not enough, I feel. Fusion. So again, Fusion is pretty good for note taking and also probably project management, specific project management. Fusion would be a good one to use, but for planning purpose, I think this one, Everyday Planner, is an excellent option. If messy planning is really something you're looking for, and if you have the same belief as I have in terms of weekly, in terms of daily, I feel like anything planning wise, if you're not plan to keep them, archive them, I think it's how to say that, it also environmentally much friendly, right? A lot of time, many times when I use my Panda, when I finish a week, I just wipe it, right? And then I start it again. So save a lot of paper clutter, decision of how to store those loose papers, whether you're using ring bound or disc bound. I think book bound is the most difficult one in terms of disposing them, right? But this type of planners is very portable and environmentally friendly. And with these different variations, and you have different ways of using them, which makes you feel like you actually have multiple different kinds of planners, right? You can, depends on how you use them. So that can also help with that itchy thing that at least I have after using like one planner for a while. I just feel, I just want to have something different, right? So I think this solved that problem as well. So yeah, I hope this video is helpful in terms of showing you what the everyday planner is about, show you what are the the pages that they have. I don't think their Amazon, I purchased from Amazon, I don't think their Amazon website has good details about exactly how many pages of different kinds included. So I hope this one provide that details for you, and also give you some comparison of their Panda version and Fusion version. So in case you are in the middle of trying to decide which Rocketbook you want to pick, this one will give you a little bit more information. Okay, I really hope this is helpful. If so, please give me a like. If you are not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. And I make new videos, I upload new videos almost every Wednesday. And I make videos about planners, about purses, about plants, and anything that I think is important. A lot of time I feel it's really like the purpose for me to upload my videos is really, I feel it's more like public service. I feel like there's a need for me to give back to the YouTube community, because I got so much information. I learned so much from watching other people's videos. So I want to give back, contribute. So this is the way of I contribute. Anyway, I'm gonna stop right here. I hope you're enjoying this video. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, friends.